we will send that on to them. Thank you. Okay, lucky last for the morning before we have lunch is Roderick Young, who you can't see, but I can see you, and he's waving at us, and he's going to make his submission. Hopefully we'll all be able to hear him. I'll move him over to the microphone a little closer, and I will direct your questions.
I'll just give you a sound check. Can you hear that?
Hang on.
So just a sound check. Just a sound check. Can the rest of the audience hear that?
Not quite, but what...
Can anyone hear that?
I can.
So there would be a microphone out.
Okay, we'll try and relay the best you can your points.
Yeah, there should be a microphone or a speaker on the iPad. If you put up the microphone to that, it will work. It's on one of the sides. You'll hear it. If I just keep speaking, you'll just hear where it is.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Can everyone hear that?
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Okay, then that's very good.
So you can't see me, but you're looking down the room, so you might see some of our fine counsellors.
No, that's very good. I just wondered if Tipa Mahuta and Timothy Malmali are there, just the representation review we had here, trying to have Te Reo Māori, and I just wanted to have a recognisation of that.
Yes, they are with us and they've heard your comments, thank you.
I'd like to really focus a lot around Stu husband. He came down and presented to the full council at South Waikato with Hugh Verco, and I've just been watching his presentation on your website. When I say website, it's a YouTube channel that you have, and so I just prepared a little bit of him speaking just to show you how powerful that video is. So I've just pushed play on that, and
interface between economy and environment is going to be huge, and people are going to have to work together to make it work.
So that's Hugh speaking at the moment.
Resolve these issues.
Well, I think it's really quite simple, and I think it's a matter of councillors getting out into their communities and being seen.
So there, just to sum it up, he just basically said getting out into the communities and being seen. And one of the things last year I presented through the fibre optic cable which we had. So the IT department, if the CEO's listening, just with the iPad, just to get it up onto the big screen, if the staff can have a look into that for next year.
Sorry, you're
Yeah, I just wanted to mention.
For some reason, it's buffering, but it's working a bit funny.
It's really important that he speaks and nobody else does, because you cut each other off.
Okay, go.
Okay, so the thing is, last year we had a similar thing, and I'm just wondering if it's the internet into the council. I do a lot of FaceTime around the planet, and it works fine. It seems to be the bottleneck is at the Waikato Regional Council side of things. So IT needs to have a look at that under the guidance of the CEO.
You have no disagreement from anyone here on that point.
So just going back to Stuart Husband's request for some earthworks down to put the stop banks in, I've been thinking about it, and I've looked at how the submissions are coming, and it's pretty much 50-50. So it's going to come down to you as councillors to make that decision. What I would suggest is that it goes ahead, and even though it's an expensive item and few people benefit from it, what I would suggest to the council is they look around the region and they actually find other areas of expenditure that equal that are important for those other people in that area, which would mean increasing the rates, but everyone is basically getting about the same per capita funding, but for their pet project. And that way, whatever the most needed thing from the regional council gets done. So that's all I'll say on that matter. with regards to the surf lifesaving, I wanted to apologise to the Regional Council on behalf of our citizens here in South Waikato. I felt that because South Waikato Council said that they weren't close to the beach, that they didn't need to have the surf lifesaving contributed to. Now, they talked about an old grandma in Kelso Street. Well, what they didn't say is she has 32 grandchildren that all go and use that beach and use the lifesaving. And so South Waikato is very much a part of the Waikato region. And so I would suggest that they are funded, and I would encourage you to include South Waikato in that.
Okay, thank you.
Now, the points I brought up is that each of the councils need to be encouraged to do what we've done last year and this year with the FaceTime. Our council said no, we're not going to do it, even though we're the first town in the country to have part of the $5 billion of fibre optic cables laid in Tokoroa. So it's the regional council's ability to go into those councils and help them set up a functioning so that we can have better communication. So that was the thrust of that. When we had Verco and husband come down, I really relished that after spending 10 years giving submissions to council. It was really nice to watch the actual regional council give a submission back to the councillors and just to test them if they're listening. And I really encourage the councillors at regional going out and doing those submissions for the public's sake, because it just gets some of the cobwebs out of the councillors, and it actually shows which ones actually understand the issues and which ones are warming the seat. So by them getting out, it was an excellent exercise, and I thank them on behalf of the community for actually irrigating the consultative process by their visit. So thank them very much for that.
Okay, so we're running a little short on time. In your written, are there any other comments you want to make? You've talked about the surf lifesaving, the flood scheme, and the general thing on IT, which we don't disagree with. Any other points you need to make?
Just enjoy your lunch and thank you. Have a nice day.
Hold on a second while I just test for questions. Any questions, councillors?
No, hi, Roger.
Can you hear it? Stu Husband is talking to you.
Thank you very much for the compliments, but that was a submission that I think we normally do. Yeah, that's the annual plan, and normally we do present to council. So as much as I'd like to take all the credit for that, but there was problems on the day with the other council's car, but it's good to see that you don't go to the council meetings and take a keen interest.
Did you hear that?
I did, and I just encourage back that the regional council 100% support a champion like Stu Husband and what he's asked for, because that's what we need, is we need leaders in our community. So give him 100% of the money.
Oh my goodness, if I could show you his face right now, it's got the biggest smile. I think we'd like to ask how much money passed hands for those good comments, but we won't do that. No, thank you very much for your feedback, and that's a very lovely note for us to leave and have our break on. We look forward to coming into the South Waikato again as often as we can.
Thank you, Paula, for sharing it. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, that was it. Well done. 9 minutes and they've caught up. So here's to a successful hearing, and we look forward to how the findings come out. Very good.